get started. Let's face the east. Giving all praise and honor and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Ahtham, Yahawashi. Those are the true names of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yahawah is the true name of the Father. That means He is, He exists. Yahawashi is the true name of the Son. That means He saves, He delivers. And the truth is how you say the Holy Spirit, all right, or Spirit that's set apart. That's all in the Lashawan Kodash. Put it all together. It's Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kodash. All right. Second of all, double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, which rule well and teach well and sincerely taught us the truth. And shalom to the Lord's hostful elect, 144,000 men, as well as 1/3 men, women, and children, maintaining themselves, keeping the laws, commandments, and statutes to the best of their ability. It's your brother Urami Kazak, back with hope for another edifying lesson, street preaching through the spirit, power, and strength of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kodash. This one will be entitled Trust in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. All right, that's it. You know, what else do we have? Okay, we broke, we losing everything. You know what I'm saying? They collapsing, coming down on us. All right, man, this devil, you know, it's the so-called YT man, that old serpent, that dragon. All right, Satan himself, the physical counterpart. All right, this guy has plans for you not to prosper. How Yahawah has plans for you to prosper, Satan has plans for you not to prosper. So he's coming and hitting at your head every single type of way that he can, man. But understand, this is all a part of the plan. So let's go over to Romans, the 13th chapter. Because you can't buck up and you can't get in a carnal way with this carnal demon, because that's what he wants you to do. Let me raise the sign. Keep falling. Hold up. Alright, that should be better. Okay. So this is Romans 13:1. Let every soul on this planet, everybody, be subject unto the higher powers. For there is no power but of power. The powers that be are ordained of Yahawah. Alright? So whatever, it'd be a prince, it'd be a king, it'd be a president, it'd be a governor. Okay, they're all ordained, they're all set up by the Most High. Proverbs 21:1, right? Let me get that real quick. Which it tells you that the heart of the king is in Yahawah's hand. Okay, so it's no out of orderness going on. It's no BS going on. It's no, oh, he's just doing what he want to do. No, Trump is actually doing what the Most High's will is. All right, and that may sound hard to hear, but he's doing what the Most High wants him to do at this point in time, for an appointed time. This is Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So whatever this man is doing, it's of Yahawah, it's his will. So you're asking yourself now, you're like, well, why is he hurting us? Why is he lying? Does the Most High lie? No, the Most High don't lie. All right? But he sets up the wicked. He sets up the righteous. All right? He sends evil angels. He creates evil. He does good. He creates the light. He creates the darkness. All right? He gives you health. He gives you sickness. Okay? He's a balanced power. He's a just power. He's not just one-track minded like many may think. He's just love. No. He hateth the sinner. Okay? He hateth the workers of iniquity. I just did a breakdown on Psalms, the 5th chapter. Let me go over there real quick, because that's what it states. He hates the workers of iniquity. So he hates those that do sin. So he's not one-track minded as the black church would tell you. This is Psalms, the 5th chapter. And this is verse 7. All right, 5. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Thou hateth all workers of iniquity. So he hates those that commit sin, man. Okay, iniquity is sin upon sin upon sin upon sin. So the Most High has a problem with you individuals. If you actually think that he's cool with everything that's going on, then you're not in your right mind. Why would he be cool with TS? Okay? Alright, man with man, woman with woman. Okay? Why would the Most High be cool with that? Oh, he changed. No, he doesn't change. He tells you that in the book of Malachi, man. Okay? He does not change. So you sons of Jacob are not consumed. If he changed and he put us away, and not, we would have been done because we'd all deserve to die. Okay? So we trust in what he says, and we trust in what he's going to do. He's made a promise to us to what? To bring us back. And he sent his son to redeem us, to give us that way to make it back. All right? And to why the Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, that we even have an opportunity to make it back, man. You know? Most of these individuals out here caught up on the carnal aspects of life, the cars, the clothes, the jobs, the promotions, the women, the drugs, okay? They're not thinking about Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. They don't trust in the Lord. All right, so once again, let every soul, Romans 13:1, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of power. The powers that be are ordained of Yahawah. They are ordained of the Most High. All right, he set it up and established it all. Let's get another point to furthermore cement this. Let's go to Colossians, the 1st chapter. All right, because none of this came by accident. No, we didn't just stumble upon where we're at right now. All right, it's all a part of a bigger story that you may not be able to see. The spirit of prophecy. We can see, as my brother Yahawah says, man, we have an expected end. Okay, so we can see and we hold on to that. We got a comfortability and holding on to expect this place to end, to expect the suffering, the persecution, being broke. All of this, we expect this shit to end one day. We tired. Colossians 1. And we'll start at 15. Who is the image of the invisible power, the firstborn of every creature? That's Yahawashi. He is the firstborn of every creature. So he's the first creature to ever be created. So therefore that lets you know, if you got a thinking brain, that the Most High was not created. The Most High just is, as it's in his name. He is. Right? So he was not created. Okay? He simply just is. Hey, shalom, shalom to you brothers on the comment board. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak, Ahtham. Okay? So, Yahawashi is the image, the likeness, the ways of the Father, of the invisible power. You can't see the Father. He's in what? He's in the spiritual realm. Okay? He's somewhere where you can't reach unless you unalive. Okay? And then furthermore, you can't be in his presence with sin upon you. And we all have sin upon us. Every single one of us. If you committed sin, you have sin upon you. So therefore, we can't stand in his presence. Therefore, we all will die. Or we all should die. But Yahawah, we be exempt from that second death. And we just be beamed up, as Yahawashi told us. Some of y'all here will not taste the death. Now that's talking about what? That's second death, man. Because all those individuals perished, they died. The apostles was unalived in very gruesome ways. Okay? Majority of them except John. And then they still tried to boil John in water. Okay, but it didn't work. The Most High said, no, not today. And then he what? He ended up in the Isle of Patmos. Which you could actually go and look up that island and see where it's at. You know, that's where he was at when Revelations was given unto him. Alright? So because of sin, man, you know, this the wages of sin are death. So therefore, we have a contract. We are doomed to die. And even if you think, because when your IUIC mindset or whatever, you think you keep the laws perfectly every single day. All right, let's say you did. All right, but what you do your past life, Jake? What you do the life before that? The life before that? The life before that? Okay, you can't escape what is set up for you. So you may think that you're so-called, worthy or whatever, but nah, you messed up somewhere down the line. And trust me, you didn't keep no laws perfectly this time around anyway. All right, it's impossible in this flesh. So verse 16, Colossians 1, for by him were all things created, by who? Yahawashi, that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones, so that's rulership, that's governors, mayors, presidents, princes, banking families, elites, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Kissingers, Oppenheimers, DuPonts, whatever you want to talk about. Okay? They're sitting on thrones. All right? Small hats. Okay? All these individuals that are in a position of rulership. All right? So thrones. What else? Dominions. So your rulership, your dominion, the region that you rule. You have principalities, as it's going to say next, principalities which rule over a certain region. As it tells you in the book of Daniel, the 10th chapter, where you had the Prince of Persia, where he was ruling over that area at that point in time. And then, as the angel told Daniel, the Prince of Grecia is coming next. That's a principality. That's a demon. That's an angel. That's what? On the left-hand side. That's what? That's going to rule over that region. So you have a rank and file in the left-hand side as well. Right? With the spiritual demon Satan being up there right, under Yahawah. Yahawah is controlling all of that. Okay? Really right under Yahawashi. Alright? Salakia. Okay? Because Yahawashi now controls all of that. All power has been given to him on heaven and on earth. So he controls all of these type of things. That's why he was talking about, that's what he was talking about in John the 17th chapter. Give me that old glory. Give me that glory which I once known. That power which I once had. Where I ruled over everything. Where I controlled everything. Which you gave me that. Yahawah gave him that. Okay? So, thrones, dominions, principalities, or powers, all things were created by him and for him. So all things are created by Yahawashi and for him. All a part of the purpose of this movie, this plan, which Yahawah gave him the power to do all these things. He pretty much said, son, go forth. Here's the blueprint. Go do this, go do that, go do this, go do this. And he's the image, he's the likeness. So he already knows the mindset of the Father. They're one. Also in John the 17th chapter. That's a powerful chapter. So they're one, man. So what Yahawashi does, it's ordained by the Father. They're in the same mindset. Alright? And he is before all things, and by him all things consist. And he is the head of the body, the church, who is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in all things he might have the preeminence. Yahawashi has preeminence over every single creature. Okay? But furthermore, how we know that's not talking about Yahawah is because Yahawah was never born. Okay? He was never created. He simply is. So this is talking about Yahawashi. The Most High set him up. And then this is furthermore, verse 19. For it pleased the Father that in him should all fullness dwell. Right? So let's go back to Romans the 13th chapter. It pleased the Most High. You can get that Isaiah 53. If a brother want to throw it on the board. 53 and 10. I believe it pleased the Most High to bruise him. Okay? Back in Romans 13. And verse 2. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. So if you out here thinking about picking up arms and fighting the government, all right, you're going to receive to yourself damnation. If you out here thinking about going against the prophets, you're going to receive to yourself damnation. Going against the order that has been set up, going against the understanding, the doctrines, all these false prophets are going to receive to themselves damnation. Okay? So, consider these things, man. Everything is in order. This man is supposed to be wicked. It's an order thing about him. It's a beauty, what is it? It's beauty in his wickedness. Alright? And that once again may sound crazy, but it is. It's beauty in his wickedness because it's to make us better. It's to get us to a position where we need to get to. So it's beauty in this suffering. It's beauty in the pain. It's beauty in the pain, beauty in the pain. Alright? It is. You may not want to go through the pain. You may not want to go through the chastisement. You may not want to go through being to a lower state. But it's beauty in it. Right? You know what I'm saying? Hey, brothers got it. Isaiah 53:10. Yet it pleased Yahawah to bruise him. He hath put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed, he shall prolong his days. And the pleasure of Yahawah shall prosper in his hand. Exactly, the water, bro. And that's it. So it pleased the Most High for Yahawashi to be sacrificed. Alright? And he's seeing what? He's seeing his seed. He's seeing his those that belong to him. That's why also he's known as the everlasting Father. We belong to Yahawah and Yahawashi. Okay? We are married to both. So he's seeing us prolong. He's seeing what Yahawah set him up to do and the ministry that he set up. He's seeing that ministry, that seed flourish and grow and prosper. And now it's out here showing itself. The greatest seed, man. Okay? The truth, the light. The doctrine of the apostles, which Yahawashi taught. Right? So it's extremely important to think about this. Yahawashi had to wait years, man, centuries for this to really get to this point. And you tripping over whatever, man, I don't know. You just gotta wait. Isaiah 55:11. His word shall not go out void. It's gonna reach who he needs it to reach, loosely quoted. So just put the seed down, water it, and let it grow. Alright, I love gardening, man. You know, it's a true dopamine that comes from gardening. That comes from planting seeds in the ground, watering them every day, and watching them sprout. I grew some sunflowers this year, and them hoes was about this tall. You know, it was beautiful. Seeing them grow from a seed to up here. So it's beautiful, man. And it comes with patience. It comes with enduring. It comes with consistency. It comes with keeping at it, dedication. Words that this world today doesn't really know about. Integrity. Alright? So keeping it going, Romans 13, verse 3. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. These rulers are they attacking us? Is ICE over here arresting me? Are we being persecuted like those in Gary, Indiana? Okay? You know? Now it can happen. Most definitely it can happen. But the Most High is going to be with us. He's going to take care of us. He's going to watch out for us. He's going to look after us. Alright? So, these plagues, once again, are plaguing Egypt, America, Babylon, this place. Alright? Judgment on every corner, man. That's what you're about to begin to see. You know? And hey, I woke up this morning, I saw brother had put in the chat, individual waking up. That guy still got power in Gary now. After 10 days. He woke up clapping. He said, I want to thank God, Jesus Christ. Bro, y'all niggas still can't acknowledge Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi. You don't know him. You still call, you wake up, you come out of a situation and you call on your pagan ass God. All right? So what you just experienced, it's going to be more of that, and much more of that, and much more of that, because you're still not able to get right. Okay? That's a thing too. When you look at all these different type of fires that happen, buildings burning down, what is one thing that you see most of the time, and you can look this up, track record? The Bible is untouched. The Bible is untouched. The Most High preserves his word. He allows it to make it through a fire. You know? Alright? So verse 3 again. For rulers are not a terror to good works. Just do what you're supposed to do. Don't get out of order. Do what you're supposed to do. Do what the scriptures say. The scriptures don't tell us to go and fight. The scriptures don't tell us to bear arms. The scriptures don't tell us to protest or march in the street. That's right. No. The scriptures is not telling us to do any of that. If you want to protest, hit a corner. Prophesy, teach, preach. This is your protest. Y'all got to lose that Black Panther mindset, man. That ain't it. That ain't it. And yeah, some of the Black Panthers may be sincere in what they believe and all of that. Okay, but that's not the way that the Most High established us. That's not the way that we're supposed to do it right now. It's through the foolishness of preaching. All right? For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. And it's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living power. You don't want to fall into the hands of the Most High. So therefore, you need to have fear of the power. So therefore, you should do good works. You should do what is required of you. Go out on the streets. I ain't missed no. I ain't missed it. All right? I miss the max camps, and sometimes I miss the Victor bill due to money issues, things of that nature. But it's never a week going by that I don't hit a corner. Okay? And I try to make sure that it stays like that. It's never a day going by that I'm not doing a lesson. All right? I'm doing what I can to the best of my ability. You know what I'm saying? And Yahawah sees that, man. Okay? He sees your works. He's going to be with you. You serving him sincerity, and in sincerity and in truth, as it says in Joshua the 24th chapter, he's going to see that, man. All right? Don't get in the mindset thinking everything you did does not matter. Because you have some brothers out here that tell you, your works don't matter. All right, there. You know, you bugged out. You bugging. You off. You wicked. Like, shit, what I do? What I do? You know? Hey, it is what it is. You know, you got to chalk it up. You got to eat it. You got to take it. And you also can't get rattled in your emotions. If you are doing what you can, man, to the best of your ability, brother, keep going. All right? You got to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You loving one another. You showing up to what you can show up to. Hey, we all got different lots. Understanding that, we all got different situations. Some of us got to die. Some of us got to get martyred. Some of us are going to be made invisible, and ICE is just going to walk right by us. Yeah, there's nobody in here, you know? Everybody has a different situation. Right? It's keeping it going. So do those good works. Verse 4. For he is the minister of power to thee for good. If thou do that which is evil, be afraid. For he beareth not the sword in vain, for he is the minister of power, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. Right? So ultimately, you can chalk that up as the torments, the torture, the alligator Alcatrazes, the FEMA camps, all of this. It's for the 2/3. You know, a lot of this is for the 2/3. Now, yeah, some of us will be persecuted and thrown into prisons for 10 days. Okay, some of us will be martyred. Right? We understand because the scriptures say this thing. But brothers ain't gonna be like, oh, you ain't gonna be tormented for hours on end. And no, the Most High is not gonna allow that to happen, man. All right? He's gonna be with you. He's gonna watch over you. He's gonna take care of you. So don't forget to keep that faith. And it's like you building up, he did all that for nothing. You building up these treasures in heaven. And then ultimately you gonna make a withdrawal. It's like, bro, you forgetting you got millions in the bank. You have millions in the bank. You did the work. All right, you kept the faith. You was real, you was true. You showed love. You was there, you did what you was supposed to do. Okay? He is not, what's that scripture, man? He is not to forget your good works. He is not, if a brother want to throw it up, you know what I'm talking about. He is not quick, basically, to forget your good works. To forget what you did. So you gotta, this truth gives us confidence. When everything else is collapsing and fucking us up and kicking our ass, we have confidence in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. We have confidence, man. This is how we making it through. This is how we standing up. This is how we still breathing. This is why we ain't breaking down, crying, depressed, giving up. All right? Let's see if any brothers got it. Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak, Ahtham. All right, I don't see no precepts. Damn, my brother gonna call me. My brother from Atlanta call me right now. All right. Keeping it going. Should have put it on Do Not Disturb. Verse 5. Wherefore, ye must needs be subject not only for wrath, but also for conscience sake. For conscience sake. Your mind. This is psychological warfare. They constantly hitting you with. Fear-mongering. This is how we know a lot of these people are psychologically weak. Because you run to the devil and you'll get a jabby jab. You'll run to the devil and you'll get the aspirin, the Motrin, the Tylenol, the Advil, which this stuff is damaging your gut. And you're gonna feel it in the years to come. You may not feel it right now because you feel that temporary cure. It's the same with every sin, because that is a sin. You damaging your body. All right, damn, bro. I'm at camp. Hey, let me put it on Do Not Disturb, Salaki. Do Not Disturb. Right here. Alright, Salaki. Alright, so, my point. Oh, yeah, it is a sin to damage your body. It's a sin to Leviticus 19:28. It's a sin to make a marking into your flesh. Tattoos. Okay? I hate when you see motherfuckers getting tattoos of Jesus. Nigga, that's a sin. I saw an individual the other day, I did a lesson on it. He got a tattoo of Philip Anthony Mitchell. What's up with these guys, man? They don't know the Bible. And that's also idolatry. Okay? You're getting a tattoo of a false god. You're getting a tattoo of anything. Alright? The Wadi Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, I've never got a tattoo. I never felt that. I'm not knocking brothers that had tattoos. If you got them, don't get no more. You already know what it is. Right? I've never felt that spirit on me. But we all felt many different wicked spirits in the world. Okay? Adultery. We all, a lot of us committed that. Took a man's girl or whatever. That's wickedness. Alright? And going back to my point, it's that temporary thrill that you got from it. So with the Tylenol and the app, it's that temporary treatment that you got from it. It's temporary. That's not gonna last. You can't be with that girl forever. That's another man's girl. You understand? So why would you want to be with something for a short time? No. Versus earning it and getting it on your own. Go out and having something that's yours. You should have that mindset in you to earn it and get it on your own. To be a man. penny pinching and eating and munching off another brother. All right? Oh, that's our girl now. Niggas be saying that that's our girl. Like, whoa, bugging. All right? So their conscience is messed up. Their psychological ways is messed up. Their mental is messed up. Their perspective on life, their perspective on life is messed up. Now, who has messed that up? First and foremost, their incredulity, because they didn't want to believe in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. So he sent them over and gave them over to the God of this world, which is Esau Edom, who they look at as a God. You're following all his ways. You're doing all his agendas. You're eating all his things that he tells you to eat. All right? Keeping it going. Verse 6. For this cause ye, Slakia, for this cause pay ye tribute also, for they are powers ministers, attending continually upon this very thing. Render therefore to all their dues, tribute to whom tribute is due, custom to whom custom, fear to whom fear, honor to whom honor. And this can be supported with Yahawashi saying, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Alright? So, you gotta pay your taxes, man. You know? You gotta pay your taxes. Alright? I got a house. Got property taxes on that hoe. It's like $2,000. I'm like, I didn't know about that. You don't know about these things. Like Esau, but Esau with the contracts. They put, yeah, this is here, and I'm like, damn. But it's a damn scheme, man, to trap you and to destroy you and to knock you down and to keep you in a position of being broke. All right, man, it's hella judgment going on today. What the hell? Oh, something happened over here. It's like right here. But anyway, you know, property taxes, the taxes on the cars, registration, tags, right? You get caught up. So it's forms of usury, interest that's added to these things. You may get a house for $400,000, $300,000, but you're gonna end up paying $1 million for it in a 30-year mortgage. Like I said, man. Let me get some water. But Esau always gets you with the contracts. And they show you that on the cartoons. You know, the small little print. Alright? Or they'll have the list, and the list will roll out, and that should be like a rope. It'll roll out all the way down the street. This will be all the things that you agreed upon. You didn't see this, you didn't read this. So you gotta read, because this devil is very sneaky, he's very cunning, he's more subtle than any beast of the field. So he's gonna try to trap you in any different type of snare that he can get you in. He wants to manipulate you and get you in all these different type of ways, man. Alright? Another example is, you have a baby. He want to put the vitamin K in your baby. He want to put the magazine in your baby. He want to take all the blood. Oh, we got to take blood every hour. No, the fuck you don't. No, you don't. You ain't got to do that. Alright? Where do you see in the Bible somebody is born and they kept taking blood? Or they gave them a vitamin K shot? No, the Most High created the woman's body to produce that colostrum from her breast, to give that. It's got enough vitamin K in it. So we don't need you, Esau. You can literally have a baby in the middle of nowhere and you'll be straight. Alright? You literally be straight. Go look at Apocalypto. She had the baby in the well. Okay? Standing up. That's how you're supposed to have a baby. Alright? Not laying down on your back. right? So I think that was it over there in Romans 13. Let's continue it. Let's go to Psalms, the 2nd chapter. Give me 1 second. But when you come into this truth, you begin to learn the correct ways of life, the correct ways and the correct standard of how things are supposed to be, man. All right? Any comments, any precepts? Hey, shalom to the elder. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak. All right? What you got? What you got? Have you? Yeah, you become a debt slave. That's it. Continuously. Because of the usury. Right? And that's it. Yeah. So they get you caught up in these interests, man. You go get a loan. I had to go get a loan, man, like a couple months ago. Shit, you know, hard times and all that. I got a loan, and man, that shit was like, I gotta actually pay back like 2 times what the loan is. I'm like, I started looking at that paperwork like, damn, I really don't got a choice. But it is what it is. So the usury, and that's what Esau does constantly, especially these Amalekites. But do they charge usury on their people? No. They break the law continuously, ongoing. They do it on purpose. They know they don't supposed to do that. All right? Psalms 2, we're starting at the top. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Every single one of them. And not just the Edomites, but these heathens as well. These other nations as well. Moabite trying to play you. Indians trying to play you. All right? Elam. The Pakistanis, the Indians, you know, Iran. Iran is not out of the... I don't care if they fighting against America. They not out of the doghouse. Russia is not out of the doghouse. They Edomites too. Okay? You better read Ezekiel the 39th chapter. All right? Yahawah has a problem with them as well. He's going to raise them up to, fight against America, and then he's going to destroy them. And they're going into slavery. So ain't no Russians, which are Edomites, ain't none of them, ain't no heathens getting salvation, point blank, period. So why do they imagine a vain thing? The people imagine a vain thing. They're thinking in their mind that they can somehow go against the Most High because they have AI, because they are unified under the white man, all right? Because they got nuclear weapons, because they have a higher level of technology than they had decades ago. They think they're advanced. You can never get to where Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is. Your technology, nah, bro. It's like an elephant against a roach. That's it. You know? I saw a picture. Man, they had it. On the picture, they had Yahawashi. He was like a giant, kind of. And Esau was in the ring with him. And Yahawashi had the gloves on, and Esau was like, that's how it is, man. In 1 hour, as it says, Satan's angels shall fight against Michael and his angels. And what? They shall not prevail. You're not going to prevail. You can send your little AI, because they got AI planes now. Autonomous planes, autonomous jets. You can send those little autonomous planes. You can send your little drones. You got laser weapons. The Most High gave you that. You can do all of that, bro. Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. Do that. Bring it all. Alright? Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi about to raise up his men as battle axes. He giving us these spiritual powers for a reason, so we can use them. We ain't just gonna have the power to fuck you up and not have to do it. We gonna do it. We gonna get physical. As the elder Muwatzazak say, man, can't wait to get physical. I feel it. We want to get physical. Arise and thresh. But going back to Romans 13, all right, we do it in a patient manner. We waiting for it. We not going forth looking for it, but we're waiting for it because it has to come at an appointed time. A lot of you brothers want to make the kingdom happen. Like IUIC, they out here. ISUPK as well. You trying to build communities. Yeah, we're doing a local cookout. Come on out. Fellowship. Shalom. Nigga, fuck your cookout. Alright? You know what I'm saying? That ain't it, man. Okay? What about preaching? What about hitting the corners? What about standing out? Well, it's 102, brother. You know, we'll wait till it cool down. What? Wait a minute, in season, out of season. So the sun is gonna determine if you go out or not. The how cold it is outside is determining if you go out. Right? Bro, we out here. We out here. What I saying? We really out here, man. We really out here. Alright, we really out here. You know? So we not withering, we not falling away. We gonna prophesy until we die. Or until we get beamed up. Alright? Or until they tell us, as they say, hey, no more assembling. Then what we gonna do? We gonna prophesy in the house, in the crib. As we do all the time, sit downs, things of that nature. Alright? And then when they shut the internet down, alright, well, hey, we got our families in order, so we just gonna continue doing that. The job is easy. Right? Y'all know what to do. Okay? They come with that. Y'all know not to take that shit. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know how we living. Y'all know what names to call upon. You should tell your kids, man. I don't care what age. My daughter 2, no, she 3 now. She know the names. She call on the names every night. Pray to the names. Bro, instill this in your kids. Alright? So they may be blessed. So they'll be in this truth. They won't be ignorant. They know their power. We have that opportunity and that advantage to raise up a family knowing Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. We didn't have that. We had to grow up knowing Jesus Christ or whatever you knew. We didn't have this advantage. So through water Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, that we are in this position, man. Yo, and that's a form that he's dealing. All you would want. Really, as a father, all I said, I ain't never think I would be a father or a husband or none of that. You know, but Yahawah had different plans. But what you would want as a father is your kids to have a better life than you. We didn't have, most of us ain't had no fathers in the crib. Grew up fatherless. Alright? So hey, I don't never want to leave. I pray them curses don't hit me like that. Now we getting hit with certain different curses. Alright? You got different lots. Brothers may have the baby mama drama and all of that. It comes. It is what it is. What can you say? You know? Alright? But you pray and you fast and you rebuke and you fight this stuff off. When it comes and it's trying to take over, man. You see a damn demon in your house. You pray and rebuke and anoint your house. And cast Satan up out of that motherfucker, man. Alright? Get up out of here. Leave me and my family alone. You know? Constant, bro. Okay? Verse 2. Psalms 2 and 2. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh. Psalms what? Psalm 64. Psalms, let's go. No, we'll go get it later. So they taking counsel against Yahawah, but as we know, no counsel shall stand. No counsel shall stand against Yahawah. So it doesn't matter how many think tanks you have. You got your WEF, you got your WHO, you got your United Nations, all right, with America at the top of that, making all the decisions. You got your NATO, with America in that, making all the decisions. You got your EU, you got your Bilderberg group, you blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. No counsel can stand against Yahawah. He didn't say that you wouldn't make them. He actually told us that you're going to make these counsels. He told us you're going to set yourself up and try to go against him and try to be above the stars of power. And against him, let's read that again. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, and against his anointed, saying. So his anointed, furthermore, talking about the elect, but Israelites in general, all right? But they really want the elect. They really want the hopeful elect, the remnant. The brothers is out here preaching, teaching, and doing, but they can't get to us. So what they say, we'll settle for second best. We'll settle for the ones that's not listening. We'll settle for your gang banging cousins. We'll settle for the ones that's out here on the drugs and doing all of this, the OnlyFans, and I don't know how many TikTok females I see getting unalived. I see it come up on my screen. TikTok star unalived at party. TikTok star unalived in car crash. TikTok star. I'm like, who is this hoe? Who is that? I don't know her. We don't know them. But you're not paying attention to them. Alright? But the Most High is out here judging. Every day he brings forth judgment. Remember? Or did you forget? Remember? What? Motherfuckers never loved us. Remember? Okay? And we gonna remember that. Y'all never loved us. Alright? But you loved all these people that's getting judged right now. You loved all these people that you set up and you idolized. But when we was out here on the corners, y'all just looked. Oh, nice dress. Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Whatever they want to say. All right? We had an individual at camp yesterday trying to put curses on us, man. Okay? No enchantment shall stand against Jacob. Did you forget that? All these things that you worship, your Santa Marias, all of this bullshit, your Day of the Dead, all of that, man. None of that is going to stand against us. Fuck your Yahweh, fuck your Jesus, fuck your Yeshua, your Jehovah. Fuck them all, man. Yahusha, I hate Yahusha. All you niggas is on some Yahushas. Or Ahayas, I hate that nigga too. Alright? Y'all be on some bullshit. Not knowing what you worship. It's Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Alright? If it's not that, then fuck it. It's not gonna stand. And that's a form of a counsel. That's a form of you taking a spirit over you. You casting a spirit over you. That's not Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. And he told you about that. Okay? Verse 3. Let us break their hands asunder and cast away their cords from us. And that's ultimately what's going to happen. We're going to separate. All right? A cord. You know how a cord is like a chain. They can yank you back. This world had an attachment on you. You got to detach. This world had a hold on you. It was holding you down. It was, yeah, I got him. Oh, he's falling away. Oh, let me pull him back in. Let me throw out a Kendrick album. Oh, he's falling away. Let me make Drake make 3 albums, pull him back in, get him smoking again. All right? Let me throw some women his way. Boom, boom, boom. Now, ultimately, Yahawah is ordaining this. He's bringing this. So you got to fight these battles, man. It's much temptation. You got to keep your dukes up. Bob and weed. All right? So all these different type of tests that may come your way, you can't fail them all. You may fail some, but then you need to study the course material. Okay? And then come back stronger. That test that you got an F on, now you got an A on. You know? You ready for it now. You wasn't ready for it last time. And then you need to stay ready. We preparing. Even in good times, you prepare for bad times. In bad times, you prepare for good times. You know? So they coming. All right? You may be down right now. You may be up next week. You may be up right now. You may be down next week. That's the part of being refined. That's the part of being chastised. That's the part of being broken down and made more pure than gold. You got to get all the impurities and things broken out of you. And even if you think you good, as I always says, every man think he's right in his own mind. Nah, it's something wrong. It's something going on. It's some way that you can get better. So don't ever get into a complacent position of righteousness. Oh, that's the lesson right there. A complacent position of righteousness. Yahawah, remember that one. All right? So don't ever get in a complacent position of righteousness where you think that you got it all. And you know it all. And you good and you ain't got no other way to grow. Oh, you can always get better. All right? I was watching Crawford. I was watching all his old fights. You know, and there's things he said he can improve on and do this and do that and get better, and it's better challenges. He said he want to go up weight classes and do this, and so it's always another challenge or something you can improve on, man. You know, don't get relaxed. We at war. You just took out three enemies. Now you relax, but it's a sniper in the back about to pick you off because you got relaxed. He just waiting for you to poke your head up. Pop, you're done because you got relaxed. He's playing around. It's a battlefield 24/7. And I mean that 24/7 because in your dreams he coming at you. In your dreams, Satan trying to fuck with you. All right? Keeping it going. This is how Yahawah looking at him. Verse 4. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. Yahawah shall have them in derision. And we holding on to that. The lesson is what? Trust in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Therefore, we trust in his words. We trust in the prophecies. We trust in what he said he's going to do because he's going to do it. We trust in everything that is him. All right? Everything that he said he's going to do. He's not a man where he should lie. His ways is not our ways. His thoughts is not our thoughts. He may operate differently in ways that you can't comprehend and fathom. You don't know why he got you in hell right now. But it's for a reason. You don't know why he's got you low and destroyed. You don't know. It's for a reason. So we begin to understand spiritual things where you don't look at the world how you look at it like as a kid. You raising your hand, you know the answer. But the teacher never called on you. You don't look at it like that. You're like, fuck it. All right? The teacher may know that you know the answer. So the teacher got to look at somebody else. Yahawah may be like, all right, you good. All right, I'm going to keep you in this position. But this other individual, I'm about to raise him up. I'm about to give him money, cars, clothes, and then I'm going to bring him down to humble him, to bring him into a better position to serve me. All right? So the Most High is working like that. He's doing things in a way that you wouldn't even fathom. So we don't look at things in a carnal perspective, but in a spiritual perspective. He's not what? He's not he preserves the unjust. And that's in, I believe, Peter. If a brother want to throw it up, Baba Kashar. He preserves the unjust for a day of judgment. He knows how to preserve, he knows how to preserve the righteous and to judge the unjust. All right, something along that lines, man. I'm butchering it though. All right, but keeping it going. So he's sitting in the heavens laughing. He's letting them have their time. He's letting them do everything that they want to do. He's letting them rage and imagine a vain thing, such as AI, such as martial law and, 15-minute cities and having us in derision and destroying us and making us take the chip and destroying our kids and our family. He's letting them imagine all of this. But when it comes time to get in that ring, hey, anybody could talk shit at the press conference. Oh, you talked the good one at the press conference, but you stepped up in the ring and you got your ass knocked out. That's how the Most High about to operate, man. Okay? He letting them do all of this. Job 5:12. All right? They imagine an enterprise, but it's going to be destroyed. It's going to be took down. Hey, Baba Kashar, 2 Peter 2:9. Yahawah knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations and to reserve the unjust until the day of judgment to be punished. The water, bro, that's it. Okay? So we just got to hold on. All right? Sam Cooke told us, change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. So just wait. It's gonna come, man. All right? Paul told us, okay? Salvation is nearer. And that was 2,000 years ago. So how closer now is it? But if you got that spirit of, well, he ain't come in 2000, so I guess he ain't coming. Well, that's the spirit the Most High put on you to fall away because of your incredulity, because you lost patience. You have to endure. Remember that? So endure, short for endurance, a synonym to stamina. Okay? Don't get fatigued in the spirit. Man, you watch lessons, you fast, you pray, you study. You do things to inspire you. These, as a watchman, you're watching these reports. They shall inspire you to do lessons. These things out here should inspire you. I watched a movie. I watched The Gates on Netflix. All right, and it was going into how a wicked Edomite pastor, was racist as hell. He was pretty much gonna unalive these 3 black Jakes if they didn't align to his ways. All right. I don't want to spoil the movie, so I ain't gonna say nothing else. But it's a good watch. But the point is that I got inspired by that to do a lesson on mega churches, which I'm gonna do it later on in the week. All right, to really go into them, to go into the Joel Orsteins, to go into the Creflo Dollars, to go into the Bishop T.D. Jakes, etc., etc. Okay, because the manipulation of these, and really all they is warlocks, false prophets, workers of sin, workers of iniquity, divination. That's how they're controlling you. And it lines up in the same fashion as a Kendrick Lamar, a J. Cole, who's another famous artist, I don't know, 50 Cent, whatever. All right, NBA Youngboy, that's a major one. He's a major warlock, right? So it lines up because all these guys are choir directors, man. They raise your hand, wave it side to side, all right? And in the name of whatever they're standing for, which they're standing for a false god. They're not on stage talking about Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. So therefore, you're committing worship, man, with these individuals. All right? Now, is it wrong to listen to this music? Nah, do your thing, whatever. But we're not gonna, we ain't eating what they really selling. You know what I'm saying? All right? And we'll listen to the shit. It is what it is. Right? I really don't feel it no more. I listened to that Kendrick album, it was like, But I rap too, so it's like, he ain't coming how he used to come. That's how I feel. He ain't coming how he used to come. Alright, keeping it going. Verse 5. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. Right? So he's gonna vex them. He's gonna, Isaiah 19, all they're gonna cleave unto their seers, their warlocks, their witches. All of that stuff is gonna fail. He's gonna vex them in all these devices that they're built up for themselves. They're gonna be vexed. They're gonna realize then, yo, we went the wrong way. We wandered in the desert. Okay? It's no water here. It's no living water. Where was the living water? It was with the prophets. It's with Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. And you saw it and you let it go. You thought it was a mirage. It's gotta be a mirage. All right? You didn't want to believe. So you wouldn't go that way. But you went the other way. And now, before you know it, you're dying of thirst. Dying of thirst. Dying of thirst. Why do I keep quoting songs? All right, verse 6. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. So the Most High has set his king up. So therefore, should you be voting for these presidents? Should you be voting for, these elections and all of that? No, you shouldn't vote for a stranger. He has set up a king for you. Therefore, we don't cast our votes in these lands. We hope to get up out of here. We don't want to stay. Why would I vote for this place to continue? All right? No, that's not the right spirit to be in. Don't join hand in hand with the wicked. So he set up a king, and that king is soon to return. Verse 7, I will declare the decree. Yahawah have said unto me, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. Wait a minute. We shall have the heathen as an inheritance? Wait a minute. That sounds like slavery, servitude. That sounds like prisoners. That sounds like handmaids, bondmen, right? That's what it sounds like to me. We shall have the heathen as an inheritance. So under our authority, us ruling over them. Thou shalt have the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. So we shall rule the entire planet, and furthermore, the entire universe. Okay? Not just the galaxy. Brothers is gonna have galaxies. Alright? So, planets, you know? And if you really, and you know it's crazy, because you look into how big just one galaxy is. It literally takes you in light speed. I think it takes you like 4,000 so years or so to get out of this galaxy. That's how big this galaxy is. I'm wrong on that fact. I have to look it up. I haven't looked it up in a minute. But I know it's something crazy that Esau does not have the capability yet, because Esau cannot travel by light. But who can travel through light speed right now? Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. The angels, the Halalyam, and the chariots, so-called UFOs. They can travel by light speed. Okay? Such miles per hour that you cannot track. So we'll be able to leave this galaxy, going to other galaxies that they see out there, such as the Andromeda Galaxy, the Nebula Galaxy, all right? These other galaxies that they'll tell you about, okay? But hey, you start saying that, Jay, like, nah, that's science fiction, man. You watch too much Star Trek. I might, but it's the facts. It's the facts of the Bible, okay? Chariots, you see them zip across the air. They'll be from this point to that point in less than 1 second. I've seen it before. I've seen a chariot go from there to over there. Like that. No, that's a shooting star, No, it's not no shooting star. Alright? Keep it going. Verse 9. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. We're going to rule them in righteousness. We're going to rule them with iron, meaning strict, discipline. Not playing no games, having no tolerance. As Elder Mawatazak say, we're going to be mean. All right? We're going to be mean individuals, man. Okay? And what? Yahawah's anger is going to be channeled in us, man. Okay? Being like Yahawashi, being able to look inside somebody and see everything that they've done. We're going to have those type of abilities. Those type of spiritual powers. As he told the woman at the well, which that woman is indeed an heathen. Understand your history, all right, of the Kuthians, okay? I believe to be Canaanites, okay? So she's a heathen, you know, because the northern kingdom, that's a whole nother lesson for a whole nother time, all right, was took up out of that land, all right? And then the king of Assyria basically allowed other nations to go into that land and settle. And they took on the customs and the culture of our people. So therefore they thought, you know, they was of Jacob, but they was not. They know that too. And the scholars know that. But how do scholars know this, but some Israelites don't know this? Nah, bro, she's an Israelite, bro. Yahawashi talking. But did he bless her? But did he bless her? Nah. All right? He ain't giving no water. He ain't deal with her. He used her. He used her just to get her to go run around the city and let the people know that he was there. Because there was some Israelites there. So she ran through. He knew all about my life. He knew all about my life. Boom. About, oh, that's the Messiah. The Messiah here. The Messiah here. Let's go. And he dealt with them. He didn't deal with her. He didn't bless no heathens, man. The centurion was an Israelite. All right? The Canaanite woman is an Israelite. She got blessed, right? Okay? You keep it going. All right? Anybody he blessed, healed. They was Israelites. Okay? So keeping it going. Verse, was I at? Verse 9. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. I can't dash nobody in pieces right now. You know? Shoot. You know, we ain't that strong like that. We work out, we do what we do, we stay in shape, as you should. You know, make sure you got a good diet about yourself, and you working out, you running, you fasting, you praying, you doing all of that. Take care of your temple. You shouldn't be out here, you know, oversized, obese, can't walk a mile. You know what I'm saying? You walking a mile, cause them blacking miles or some shit. Jake be thinking they can fight and do all of this. Jake be tired 30 seconds in. Jake has no stamina or endurance, man. You know? Because you're not taking care of your body how the Bible says. You're eating all this damn pork. You're eating all this lobster, crab, shrimp, shellfish. You're destroying your temple. You're smoking your lungs away. You know? Keeping it going. So we ain't got the power to break them in pieces right now, but we will. In that day, the feeble among us shall be as strong as David. So we will have that power. Verse 10. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Who? Who the judges? Us. We shall judge the earth, man. We shall judge these people. We are going to be set up. Be wise, you judges of the earth. Serve Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, with fear, and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son. Who's that? Yahawashi. So, once again, you don't want to call on the name. You don't want to give reference and honor to Yahawashi. You don't want to worship him. You don't want to praise him. Hey, you denying this. This is a commandment. This is a commandment. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. Okay? And let me check my time. Yeah, I'm going to get up on out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? I pray this was an edifying one. Alright? So, you're blessed if you put your trust in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, ultimately at the end of the day. So continue to do that. Continue to seek after him in diligence and with discipline. And don't let this world sidetrack you or take you away from him. Don't let what somebody may think about you, your moms, your uncle, your sister, whatever. You know, you preach too much. You preach too less. What can I say? You should preach more. You know, you can't preach too much, man. You know, you can't serve him enough. You can't praise him enough. You understand? So that's a crazy statement. All right. Love Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi with all your mind, body, and soul, man. All right. We almost up out of here. We can see that. We in them last seconds of that fourth quarter. Okay? So, keep the faith. Check the comment board for the last time. Alright? Hey, shalom, shalom to you brothers. And the water for all the precepts that y'all brothers provided. Alright? Hey, I get this when I didn't see it. Jeremiah 51:20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations. And with thee will I destroy kingdoms. Exactly. Hey, shalom to the brother Yahawah. Good to see you up in here, Ak. Alright, okay, y'all brothers was throwing some. Let me see. I get that Hebrews 6:10. For power is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love. The water, that's what I quoted earlier. Alright, keep in mind that he's going to be with you in your works and your labor of love. This is a labor of love. We do this out of love. We standing out here in 100-degree weather, or we stand out here in 30-degree, 40-degree weather, and give this love, man, and show Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, you know, that we are serious about this, in sincerity and in truth. I don't think nobody would stand out here in 100-degree weather if they playing around. Okay? which you have showed towards his name, in that you have ministered to the saints and do minister. Right? So keep it going, man. All right? Don't let nothing sidetrack you. Don't let, all right, this world knock you down. This persecution is coming. Suffering is coming. You know, shoot, brothers lose jobs, cars, houses, women, okay, kids. Shoot, you know what I'm saying? It's life. That's this hell that we in. All right? And this devil is, he trying to turn our women against us. You know, you see it constantly. Okay, he has weaponized the black woman, Eve. He weaponized your children against you. Try to teach them all these different type of doctrines through his wine to weaponize them against you. You know? So we just got to endure and pray about it. Right? Hold on, man. Hold fast to what you have. Let no man take thy crown. All right? And no man or woman. No individual. Okay? So, hey, with that being said, hey, pray this was the edifying one facing the east. Giving all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Utakodad. Barakata Yahawah, Barakata Yahawashi, Barakata Yahawah, Barakata Yahawashi, Barakata Yahawah, Barakata Yahawashi, Barakata Yahawah, and Barakata Yahawashi. 4 times for mercy. All right, as always, double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone. All right, and shalom to the Lord. So select Kwam Yasha Allah and abide but ball. Keep the faith, brothers and sisters. Shalom, shalom.